Founded in 1929, the Seaport Museum is a recreated coastal village. And the first thing I did was take a tour. It's the first thing I do at every museum if I can. But this one was on a boat. I have to own that I have a love-hate relationship with boats. I love them. They kind of hate me. Well, seasickness hates me. Do you know what I just found out? It's literally all in your head. When what's physically going on with the balance mechanism in your inner ear doesn't match what your brain is processing through your eyes, it makes you nauseous. There's a disconnect. I think that's why sometimes I feel better if I close my eyes. Well, luckily, the sea was calm that day, as George Costanza once said. And it was a fantastic tour.
Teach both adults and kids how to sail. Also during the upcoming summer months, we'll have 6-day-long encampments where we'll have as many as 40 10 to 15-year-olds that will stay with us. And they'll learn how to sail, take part in numerous activities on the grounds of the museum, and they overnight on the next large vessel coming up, which is the Joseph Conrad. Conrad was built in Copenhagen in
Mystic's other claim to fame, well, besides the pizza in the movie, is the Mystic Aquarium. It was amazing. I love aquariums. I love zoos. But I have to admit, I'm kind of torn about whether they're good for the animals who live there. I haven't seen blackfish or sea spiracy, but I have seen animals in environments, enclosures that seem too small for them. I've seen them swimming or walking in repetitive circles. I mean, after lockdown, I think we all know what it feels like to be closed in somewhere that's just too small. What do you think? I know that these places do really important research and that there's just not enough wild planet left for everyone to live in the wild. But it's still hard. I think I've come to a place where I'm only going to go to what I consider ethical. And I know that's in quotation marks, zoos or aquariums. No more shows, no more petting wild animals that don't want us anywhere near them. No more swimming with dolphins. Life is full of shades of gray, and when you know better, you do better. And this is where I'm at right now. Next stop, something completely uncontroversial. I went on a ride on the Essex steam train and riverboat. I love old-fashioned train trips. It's like a cross between being a passenger in a car and riding a bike. I love it. The Essex train has several trips, and this one included a ride on the Connecticut River on an old-fashioned riverboat. What a beautiful day. The boat had a bar. It was a river, not an ocean. I had a fantastic time. Getting my steps in is killing me in the best way. I hiked up to the tower at the top of Talcott Mountain, 700 feet in elevation gain. I think I figured out that's like 7 flights of stairs. It was one of those workouts where the fact that you don't quit is a win all by itself. So I'll take it. I have to say, the other thing that surprised me about Connecticut is its outdoor game is on point. There are so many beautiful, sort of wild places in Connecticut. Go out and enjoy them. I certainly did. The next super fun place that I'd never heard of before was the Mark Twain house. Don't be intimidated. I didn't know much more about Mark Twain than the fact that he wrote The Adventures of Huck Finn and Tom Sawyer. But I left, having not only toured the beautifully restored home that he and his family lived in for almost 20 years, but learning so much more about his life and times. A place like this reminds me of one of my favorite things about travel, and proves a famous Twain quote so true. Travel, he said, is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness, and many more of our people need it sorely on these accounts. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all one's lifetime. My mind was further expanded at the, forgive my pronunciation, Mashantucket Pequot Museum and Research Center. Those lovely Foxwood dollars have been lavished on a beautiful museum that tells the story of the Pequot Indians. It's a really interesting story that looked like it ended at the end of the Pequot War. The Pequots weren't blameless, and they paid for it dearly for years. glad to see their culture and their tribe recovering. Like, subscribe, and tell me what I should go see in your state. I'm going to get to all of them.